While Aunt Julie drove and my mother ate her breakfast, Gozu, Shen asked me about my life in America. What do you do on the weekends? He asked. I work at the motel. Sometimes I go to the lake with my dad. I wish I had time to go to the lake with my dad, Shen sighed. My weekends are usually packed with tutors. Tutors? I asked. Shen nodded. I have them for every subject: math, English, Chinese, science. He needs them to keep up. Nada is going to the best middle school in all of Beijing, Anjali told my mom. I was impressed, but Shen looked down and muttered quietly so the adults couldn't hear. It's not all that great. Mom cleared her voice. Speaking of teachers, I actually recently, but Aunt Julie cut her off. I had to bend over backward to get him in. Luckily, a colleague of Joe's knew somebody who was married to a school official, and since Joe's so high up in his company and all, Aunt Julie fluttered her eyelashes with pride. Yeah, I'll bet, my mom said quietly. When we got to Shen's house, my mom and I stepped out of the car, craning our legs necks to look at a 32-story apartment building. I have never seen a building that tall in America, not even the one in downtown LA. We went with Lupe to look for an immigration lawyer. Shen's apartment building practically shot up to the sky, and he lived on the top floor in the clouds. My ears rang as we took the elevator to the penthouse. The view that greeted us when Aunt Julie opened the door to her apartment, though, was truly magnificent. We could see all the way to the Forbidden City. Oh my god, I said to Shen, who grinned and took my hand. Let me show you around. He took me through his kitchen, his living room, the bathroom, and the bedrooms. I noted his parents slept in their own room, not in the living room like mine. I thought back to what Lupe once said about the definition of success in America: not having a bed in your living room. We weren't there yet, but hopefully one of these days we'd actually buy one of the open houses. Then we'd all have bedrooms too. In Shen's kitchen, I saw a woman cleaning the cupboards. Oh, Auntie Lin, this is my cousin Mia from America, Shen said. Auntie Lin, an older lady with gray hair, put her cleaning rag down. I noticed that under her apron she was wearing a Mervyn sweater, just like the one my mom had given Aunt Julie. So good to see you, Auntie Lin said. Can I get you anything? Some fresh soy milk? I shook my head as my mom walked over. She noticed the sweater too, and her face turned bright red. Aunt Julie quietly pulled my mom into her bedroom. I want to show you something. I gazed back at Auntie Lin as Shen led me toward his room. How could Aunt Julie just give my mom's present away like that? Did she know how hard my mom worked for it? How many rooms she had to clean while studying at night? How proud my mom was when she returned from Mervyn's with it, carefully wrapped in a shopping bag. A real shopping bag, not the fake ones we used to carry stuff with toilet paper. She even packed the bag in our luggage. Shen pointed to my backpack when we got into his room, asking me what I had inside. Oh, this is for you, I said, pulling out his present. He took the box and shook it. It's a game, Twister, I told him, pulling off the wrapping paper and turning around so I could see the image of all people with their legs and hands twisted. I thought we might open it up and play it, but he simply took the box to his closet and set it on top of a huge mountain of other toys and games, all of them unopened. I scratched my head. You're not going to give my present to Auntie Lin too, are you? I asked, half joking. I pictured Auntie Lin playing Twister in the kitchen by herself in my mom's polka-dotted sweater. Of course not. I'll play it later when I have time. You don't understand how busy I am, Shen sighed. My mom's got me packed to the gills with tutors. I followed Shen's eyes to the thick tower of workbooks and dictation journals sitting on his desk. Not that any of them has made a difference, he said, plunging his face into his hands. They still call me wrong pilot school. Wrong what? I asked, sitting down next to him on the bed. Pile, Shen mumbled. Like I should have gotten rejected. That's only because of my parents' influence that my letter ended up in the acceptance pile. Whoa! My fingernails dug into my palms. How dare they say such a horrible thing to my cousin? I wanted to find those bullies and fling them halfway across the world into the Calavista dumpster. How long has this been going on? I asked. Pretty much since we moved here, he said. I tried to tell you. I thought back to Shen's last letter, which was over a year ago. He had mentioned something about the kids at his new school teasing him about not from being the same neighborhood as them. At the time, I wrote him back something like, hang in there, and added an article from the newspaper of us buying the Cali Vista. Now looking back, I wish I had written him something more thoughtful. I'm so sorry I hadn't written more, I said in a small voice. It's okay. I just really missed you.